Condors town. Ryan Holt down here in the dungeon at Rabobank Arena. The man to my left, Matt Odette. We haven't heard from Odie in a while. And, Coach, how's the offseason been going? Obviously, the Kelly Cup Finals wrapping up last night. So every team now in the offseason in the ECHL, and we had a little bit of a head start. So how's the offseason going?
It's going well. Obviously the ECHL season is officially over. Congrats to Florida on their Kelly Cup championship. It was an exciting run to watch. It's going well. Obviously, we'd like to be part of those playoffs, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. But we're in the office here plugging away, getting ready to change that for next season.
We'll get into the recruiting in a little bit, but obviously anticipating a lot of players returning from the 2011-2012 team. How much of the offseason is checking in with those guys and checking in with guys you want to bring back from the team last year?
Well, it's important. Obviously you want to check in on them and make sure they're doing the right things to get ready for next season. Also they're the best form of recruiting is guys that have played here. It's important for them to touch base with any guys that they know and have played with, and tell them about the good things about Bakersfield. So it's important to keep tabs on those guys, and we have been, and all the guys are doing well. So any help that we can get from them for recruiting it goes a long way.
I know you've put together a huge binder that you have pretty much of all college, all major junior players, even some European players maybe that are looking to play in the ECHL next year. What are you looking for when you're looking at a player for the first time and you're just looking at the stats, and what's kind of the next step after that?
Well, it's a difficult process. Obviously, we don't have the resources to go travel around and watch these guys in person. It's a lot of correspondence and getting in touch with coaches that players have had and coaches that have played against these specific players, and you got to take a lot of guys' word for it. It's really is a crapshoot. You can never tell how guys will translate to the pro game. Some guys that had successful NCAA careers struggle in the pro game, and vice versa. Guys that may not have great numbers in NCAA come in and really excel at the pro game. So, it's a lot of research, a lot of phone and emailing going on, but, you use every resource you have.
As far as the other question I think is on a lot of fans' minds, affiliation. The Condors didn't have one last year. What's that process been like? And obviously just a couple of teams left playing pro hockey here in 2012.
Well, it's definitely something that we're trying to do. Again, we'll see how that goes. But with affiliation, it's still pretty early in that. A lot of NHL teams aren't really addressing that yet. They're wrapping up this season, turning their focus to the draft and the free agent period in the NHL. So, that kind of develops further on in the summer. But we've touched base with a lot of teams, seeing what their plans are, and they really haven't crossed that yet, but we are on their radar, so we're going to work hard to do that.
We officially can start announcing contracts and players signed on June 16th. Unlike last year, we really didn't have the players coming back that we do this year, but we'll have some players announced maybe on June 16th or at least that week, Coach?
Yeah, we will. It's been going well. I think, we put together a good group of players. Certainly the first half of the season we made some moves, and I think it paid off for the second half, and we put together a good group of young players that can be in Bakersfield for a number of years. So we have several players that are committed to coming back here next year, looking to get several more commitments from last year's team. So it definitely helps when you have a returning group of 12 to 14 guys to start with. That's really unheard of in this league. So that's going to put us in a good position, allow us to be a little bit more selective and careful in the guys that we do add. But the core is certainly there. We're in a good position right now.
All right, Coach, thanks. Keep plugging away, and we'll check in with you in a couple of weeks when we can start announcing some players.
Sounds good. Thanks, Holt.
All right, that's Condors head coach Matt Odette. Stay tuned on Twitter @Condors and follow along for the latest breaking news. I'm Ryan Holt. This is Condors TV.